Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. This is DMtv Kenya. I'm your host, Dalmas. And today, I want to dig deep into something shocking and very serious President William Ruto wants. President William Ruto hinted yesterday that he's building a 1.2 billion church inside the Statehouse. Yes, you heard that right from him, that 1.2 billion in the middle of a national crisis, protests, unemployment, and hunger. So, many Kenyans are asking, whose money will fund this church? Who will use the church? And what are the political implications of this move? Because in politics, anything that you do, there's always a political implications. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I continue with this analysis, kindly I request you to take a moment, subscribe to my YouTube channel so that anytime I do my videos, YouTube will automatically notify you. And for the returning subscribers, thank you very much for always coming back to watch my content. Yes, it was yesterday when President Ruto confirmed that he wants a big church built inside the Statehouse. He says this is to create a place of prayer, but he did not say who will use it or how it would cost. Then now, Kenyans found out that 1.2 billion Kenyan shillings will be spent on this project. That's a lot of money. In fact, it is more than what some small counties receive for development. It's even more than the budget of some ministries. People were shocked. And now, after being shocked, this is something that has never happened in our country, that a president wants to build a church in Statehouse. For who? Who will worship there? We know these people are doing campaigns. Now, does President Ruto earn that money? Can he afford it himself? So the questions Kenyans are asking, and let's talk about the president's salary. President Ruto earns around 1.4 million. Let me check. He earns around 1.4 million per month. If you do the math, that's around 16 million per year. Now, compare that 1.2 billion. Even if he saved his salary for 70 years without using a coin, he will not reach that amount. So, clearly, this church is not funded by himself. Oh friends, it will be built using public funds, money from the same citizens who are suffering today. So ukiangalia in 70 years, hata akisave ile ana earn every month with all the allowances, you can't save 1.2 billion. Statehouse, like, is it open for the public? Let's talk about Statehouse. This is not a public playground. It's one of the most secure places in this country. And everywhere, all the gates are closed. Guards are everywhere. Armed forces, military trained GSU officers, CCTVs, they're there. ID checks, dogs, and even drone surveillance huko kila mahali. Even MPs and the governors don't enter Statehouse freely. So if a church is built inside the Statehouse, who will attend the services? The ordinary Kenyan cannot just walk in and say, I came to pray. It doesn't work like that. So who is this is going to worship here? Who is this mega church for? Why build a church when the president prays outside? Those are another questions we need to ask ourselves. Here is something interesting. President Ruto goes to church every weekend, but not inside the Statehouse. He travels to Nyeri, he travels to Kiambu, Nakuru, Nairobi, Coast, always going to different churches, giving offerings and making political speeches. He uses these platforms to campaign, explain policies, and connect with citizens. So now people are asking, why build a private church when the president always attends public ones? Will this new church replace Sunday feasts to churches around the country? Or is it just for private use by President Ruto and his friends? Tumekuwa tukiona wapunge mbalimbali like Silvana Sosoro wakicheza piano na wamepeana testimonies on how to use to church. Now, let us look at the reactions from Kenyans. Anger and betrayal. The public is not happy. Since the news broke yesterday, social media has been on fire. Hashtag like 1.2 billion church, misplaced priorities, and Ruto must have been trending. Young people, the same youth who were called hustlers during the campaign, are now asking, you promised us jobs, you gave us taxes. Now you want to build a golden church while we sleep hungry. Those are questions they're asking. And this is no longer about faith. It's about fairness and the priorities. Many people or many politicians within Kenya Kwanza feel betrayed. That's what even Rigathi Gachagua has been preaching. Some are even calling it a mockery of God. Building a billion-shilling church while ignoring sick children in hospitals and angry families in villages. Now, this has a political implication. Will this hurt Ruto in 2027? Of course, yes. This decision is not just spiritual. It is political. Leaders like Fred Matiang'i, Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Martha Karua are now watching closely. They'll use this church project to attack Ruto's priorities. Matiang'i already speaks strongly about governance. Gachagua is rebuilding support in Mount Kenya. Karua and Kalonzo speak for justice and balance. They now have a perfect message. Ruto is building a church, not the nation. Even in central Kenya, some youth feel like the president has forgotten them. Like, do you remember the time Uhuru was president? Ruto used to say that Statehouse is full of alcohol. That's what they used to say, that kwamba president imekuwa zoni ya pombe na bank. Sasa yeye Mkristo akichenga hii kanisa na tupate president ambaye ni kama Uhuru Kenyatta for example, hiyo kanisa itatumiwa na nani? Who will actually use the church? Let's be honest. The church will not be used by you or me. It will be for special services, high-level prayers, foreign dignitaries who will come there, and a few selected people. Yet, it's being paid for by the poor, the mama mboga, boda rider, jobless graduate, and overtaxed civil servants. Is this really fair? If the goal was to promote prayer, why not improve existing churches? Why not build a national prayer hall in every county? Or they have a center, they have a hall where they'll be praying. Or they have a center, they can even pray under the tree. So, what is the truth here? Those are the few things we need to ask as I end this analysis. So President Ruto wants to build a church, but at the wrong place, at the wrong time, and at the wrong cost. Kenyans are not against prayers. We are not against churches, but we are against waste of resources, against misuse of funds. We are against of projects that don't help ordinary people. As we move towards 2027, this church may become a symbol, not of faith, but of failed leadership. You're watching DMtv Kenya, where I speak the truth without fear, and in a language that each and everyone will understand. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, and drop a comment. Tell me, do you support a 1.2 billion Kenyan shillings church inside the Statehouse? Or do you think this is a betrayal of the people? Let's talk below in the comment section. Asante sana and see you in the next video.